Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Sorry I did not record a video yesterday. I have a few friends who are nurses and one of my cousins is a nurse too, and I'm sure you guys know, they're out of masks and we really need those, so I've been sewing. I'm not gonna put this one on because I have makeup on, but I've been sewing these masks for them. So I was really busy with that. It takes a while just to make one, so anyway, that's why we didn't have a video, but you still had an assignment to do. Before we get started, I have some announcements we need to talk about. I'm trying to make this video really quick because I have to meet with your other teachers at 3, virtually of course. So let me clarify some things for you. You do not need to go to the school and get a work packet if you have a Chromebook and you have internet. That's the same work. Please do not go to the school. You do not need to go to the school. Now, I know we have students who do not have Chromebooks, and we have students who do have Chromebooks but no access to the internet. You do need to get the work. And I hate to say that, this is not my rule. I don't even like that I have to tell you this, but according to our admin, you guys need to go and get that work. Now, I live in the city of Atlanta, so I'm sure you guys have seen on the news, we have a shelter in place order from our mayor. I don't live in Doraville, I live in Atlanta. So I cannot leave my house for 14 days other than necessities. So I will be here for you. I'm not going anywhere. Just yesterday was the rare exception that I couldn't make a video. We do have spring break coming up. I don't think it's next week. It's the week after. So the first full week of April is when we'll have spring break. So I imagine we won't be having an assignments due then. What else did I put? Okay, you have to submit your work. We have people who are commenting that I see. I can tell when you're on Verge, but they're not submitting anything to any teacher, period. Why? I don't know. Especially if you're commenting, why are you not submitting work? I told y'all, this is not a snow day. You will get a 0. I don't know what to tell you. We have to play by the rules that are set, and these are the rules that are set. Some of us are having a hard time submitting the work. I'm telling you, the easiest way, if you just want to be able to take a picture of it and show me, is you take a picture of it on your student Instagram account that a lot of you guys have made, like where you're making a post, and then tag me in it. Now, some of you have been sending me pictures or videos in DMs, and that was fine, but it's to the point now where they're just getting lost, so don't do that anymore. From today on, no more of that. You take the picture, you tag me in it. To tag me, you just click the image, or it says like add tag, find me, and tag my teacher Instagram account. And now if you, for some reason, you cannot take a picture, like you don't have a phone or something, what you're going to need to do is when you are on Verge where it says resources, you need to type up the assignment, type the answers, and send them to me. Because if you can't take a picture, I don't know what else to tell you. You can still do that on Verge. Just taking a picture is the easiest way. And I'm trying not to make this hard. I'm trying to make this as easy as we can. But if you can't do that, you still have to find a way to submit your work. You guys know you can always email it to me. That's fine too. What else? I think that's it for now. That's all I got. Okay, so let's get started on our assignments. I'm going to read this one to you. I will do the work for that one with you. And then for your assignment today, I will read this to you. But you are on your own for this. I want to see that you can do it. I know you can do this work. Like, this is not hard. Okay? So let me get my workout and we'll get started. I'm trying to rush because I can't remember if I said this. I have to, oh yeah, I did say I got to meet with our other teachers and get stuff together. So, all right, let's get started with producers and consumers and supply and demand. Where's my clipboard? Okay. In economics, there are people and businesses who make and sell goods and services. These people are called producers. They're called producers because they produce, which means to make goods and services. The people who buy the goods and services are called consumers. They are called consumers because they consume, which means to buy or use. Without producers making their goods and providing services, there would be nothing for consumers to buy. Without consumers, producers would have no reason to make their goods and provide their services. If you visit the dentist is a producer, and you, the patient, are the consumer. When you shop at the store is the producer of goods, and you are the consumer. So, just like when I was making these masks, I don't make the hospitals pay me for this. I make them for free, but let's say I did. I own a business where we make masks, okay? I would be the producer, and the people who buy them would be the consumers. Okay. If there were no need for these masks, I would not be making them. I normally don't make masks, but there's a need for them, so we got to get them to where they need to go. So, anyway, producers have to pay close attention to supply and demand. Supply refers to the amount of something, either a good or a service, that is available to consumers. Demand, on the other hand, is how much of something, either a good or a service, that consumer wants. Okay, so right now, the hospitals, they normally have like these disposable masks that they wear. They're called N95 masks. I don't know why they're called that. That's just what they're called. So right now, the supply is really, really low. That means there's not enough. And these doctors and nurses, they have to have them. The demand, you know what happened to the demand? The demand is not low. We really need these right now. The demand is so high. It's to the point where hospitals are asking people like myself who know how to sew to make these. It's the point where the government is asking businesses that, like, let's say they make clothing. They're asking if, hey, like, stop making clothing for a bit, or only make some clothes and help us make more, not of these type masks, but like really like hospital grade masks, okay? Okay, anyway. Where did I leave off? Here we go. For example, since everyone needs to get their teeth clean, there's a high demand for dentists. If there are not enough dentists to serve everyone, there's a low supply of dentists. What's going to happen to people's teeth if we don't have enough dentists? People aren't going to get their teeth clean. People are going to get cavities. It's going to be a bad situation. If there are more dentists than patients, so the patients would be the consumers, there's a high supply of dentists. Sometimes supply and demand fluctuates. So that means it goes up and down, just like now. Normally we don't need 1,000,095 masks, but right now we really do. So that's fluctuation. Sometimes it goes up. Eventually it will go back down where we won't need all these masks. Several years ago, there was a very high demand for rainbow loom bracelet looms and rubber bands to go with them. I remember those, and you make like the little rubber band bracelets. Okay, now they're not that popular, so demand is low for these things, especially right now. Producers of the bracelet makers responded by making a very high supply of the product. After they weren't as popular anymore, the demand from consumers for the product went down. As the demand decreased, producers supply less and less of the product, okay? So we want our supply to match our demand. That's best case scenario, but that doesn't always happen with everything, okay? All right, so you know what to do right here. Supply and demand. What is this? Producers and consumers. What time is it? You know what? You guys are perfectly capable of writing the definitions on your own. I'm not going to do this with you, even though I said I would. You can write 4 definitions and you can submit them to me. You know how to do that. All right, so now would be a good time to pause in my video and get that done, and then click play when you're ready for Chipotle Mexican Grill, the golden burrito, okay? So, all right, I'll go ahead and start reading this to you. And again, you're gonna answer these on your own. I will go over it with you tomorrow, but I want you to try on your own. You can do it. You're capable. Okay. Chipotle Mexican Grill is a chain of fast food restaurants. I'm sure we've all seen Chipotle before, okay? They specialize in burritos and tacos and have offered diners predictably delicious fare since 1993. Steve Ells, the founder and creator of Chipotle, began the chain in Colorado after attending the Culinary Institute of America. Ells became a line cook at the restaurant in San Francisco. While working there, he noticed the popularity of taco shops and burritos. He took what he learned while working at the restaurant and decided to open his first Chipotle Mexican Grill. He moved to Denver, Colorado and opened the first Chipotle. In order to open the restaurant, Els borrowed $85,000 from his father. Okay, so clearly he has a rich dad because most dads aren't handing out $85,000, but borrowing money is what we call a loan, okay? Now, if you don't have a rich dad like me and you need to go borrow $85,000, you know where you're gonna go? You're gonna go to the bank and they're gonna charge you something called interest, so you'll pay all the $85,000 back plus a percentage. So you might be thinking, oh, if they charge me 5% of $85,000, that's not a lot. Well, it is, especially when you're talking about $85,000. Els and his father did the math. They knew that in order to make a profit, they would have to sell 107 burritos per day. Much to their surprise, after 1 month of being open, they were selling over 1,000 burritos per day. That's awesome. Chipotle Mexican Grill was a smashing success. The restaurants quickly became popular, with people devouring the signature cilantro rice and craving the jumbo-sized burritos. As more and more people lined up for his food, he continued opening more stores across Colorado to meet the demand. By 1996, he had opened 16 restaurants. When Els recognized how popular the restaurant was becoming, he began expanding outside of Colorado. To do this, he needed help. Even though Chipotle was making a profit, building new restaurants and employing more people would cost a lot of money, and there was no guarantee that Chipotle would be as popular outside of Colorado. McDonald's, a massive fast food company, invested money into Chipotle. With the money McDonald's gave Chipotle, Els opened over 500 stores by the year 2005. Now, let me be clear, where they said McDonald's gave them money, they didn't give it to them. There was some type of deal involved where McDonald's was saying, we own part of Chipotle and you have to give us profits, or you have to pay us interest on us helping you out. Okay, now Chipotle runs a booming business with over 1,500 restaurants. Everywhere you go, it seems there's a Chipotle right around the corner. Every day, people line up for a taste of the burritos. On Halloween, Chipotle famously offers discounted burritos to customers who dress up as burritos. When business is down because of snowy weather, Chipotle has been known to offer 50% off your burritos to encourage people to come out in the snow for a burrito. It's not only customers who are happy, people love working at Chipotle. They offer excellent benefits for working at the restaurants, including free burritos for all employees. All right, guys, so I read that to you. You need to answer the questions, okay? Some of you have already submitted your work for yesterday and today to me, and that is awesome. Keep doing that. You're ahead of me. So anyway, if you have questions, you know how to reach me. I will make my Google phone number available to you all. I'm not going to post it in this video because anyone can see this video, but I will put it on Verge, and you can text that number or you can call it and you will reach me directly if you have any questions. So you can also email me or message me on Instagram. Any way you can think of, I'm available to you. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.